Using only 5 chords and 2 strumming patterns, you can play these 5 Ann Wilson songs from her latest album, Rebel. This is for beginners and advanced alike. It just depends on the strumming pattern, and if you'd like, you can pick up my tab on Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's start digging into it. So for these 5 songs, it only requires 5 chords, and those 5 chords are G, then you need a C. So you can play your C like a CAD 9, or if you want, you can do the C like this, just normal C. Then you need a D. So you can play your D like a C shape, but move it up 2 frets and play like that. Or you can do just your normal D shape, like that. Then you need an A minor, just your normal A minor. And then you need a F. So I play my F like this instead of doing the bar chord. So what that is taking a C chord, bring your middle finger down 1 string, and then put your pinky finger underneath your ring finger. And those are the chords. And now the strumming pattern is the same for all of them. So the strumming pattern is down, 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 up. So 4 down strums and an up strum. So that's for beginners, but if you'd like as well, you can also do pick strum. If you're more advanced, that's the second one. So you will always hit the root. So pick, strum, then go down a string or 2 and pick, strum. So how that will sound is. And that is all required. Let's start hopping into the first song. Okay, so song 1 is Songs About Whiskey. And so this song is in the key of G, requires only 3 chords without a capo. And so those 3 chords are G, C, and D. And so both strumming patterns for this work, the pick strum and the down, 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 up, I'll play that once I say the progression. But the progression I'm going to play is going to be throughout the entire song, with it being played twice throughout the chorus, verse, and the solo, but only once during the solo and the outro. So what that progression is G for a measure, to C for a measure, to D for a measure, to C for a measure, to G for a measure, and then you repeat that. And so how it sounds with both strumming patterns is. And that is the entire song. So at this point, I will have a playthrough at that time, and I also have the tab on Patreon. Let's start jumping into the second song now. Okay, so moving on to song 2. Song 2 is 3/16. So this song is in the key of C without a capo again, requires 4 chords, but the timing is a little different. It's 3/4 timing. I'll show you how that affects the strumming. But with the chord progressions, there's 3 chord progressions, but what it is for the verse is C for 2 measures, to F for 2 measures, to C for 2 measures, to G for 2 measures, to A minor for 2 measures, to F for 2 measures, to G for 2 measures, to C for 2 measures. So each chord in here is pretty much two strumming patterns. And now the chorus, each chorus is the same, is F for 2 measures, to C for 2 measures, to G for 2 measures, to A minor for 2 measures, I'm sorry, there we go. And then it's F for 2 measures, to A minor for 2 measures, to F for 2 measures, to G for a measure, to C for a measure, to F for a measure, to G for a measure, to F for a measure. And as the chorus, remember I have tab on Patreon in case if you get a little lost there, as well as a playthrough at this time. And now we go to the bridge, and what that is, the progression is C for 2 measures, for G for 2 measures, to A minor for 2 measures, to F for 2 measures. In the exact same progression happens again, but instead of having an F for 2 measures, you have a C for 2 measures. And for the bridge, you can just do a down strum for each because that's where it really goes down. But as I said before, the strumming will be affected just a little bit. And so for 3/4 timing, what you want to do is instead of 4/4 timing, it's 1, 2, 3, up. So only 3 down strums and an up. Nothing else has changed. And you can check out a tab on Patreon, as well as I'll have a playthrough at this time. Let's hop on to the third song. Okay, so now let's hop into song number 3. So song number 3 is Dirt Roads in Heaven and requires 5 chords in the key of C without a capo. And so those 5 chords are C to G, A minor, F, and then you need a D minor. I know I said a D, but all you gotta do is instead change the bottom finger up to the 3rd, and then take this finger and put on the 1st right there. And it sounds like that. And so now for this song, there are only 2 progressions that will get you out throughout the entire song. And so all the verses and the bridge are the same, but then it's the chorus that has a totally different progression. And so what the verse and the bridge progression is C for a measure, to G for a measure, to A minor for a measure, to F for a measure, to C for a measure, to G for a measure. And then you'll land on a C, which will then start the next one. And so that will be played 2 times through for both the bridge and each verse. And then we switch things up and have a different progression for the chorus, and that's where the D minor comes into play. And so what that sounds like is F for a measure, to C for a measure, to G for a measure, to A minor for a measure, to F for a measure, to C for a measure, to D minor for a measure, to C for a measure, to F for a measure, to G for a measure, to A minor for a measure. Then you just repeat the F for a measure, to the G for a measure, to the A minor for a measure. And that is the chorus. And so you can do both different strumming patterns. So you can do or you can do the pick strum. And so for the chorus, how that will sound is and that will get you throughout the entire song. I'll have a playthrough at this timestamp, and as well as you can go to Patreon and get the tab for free as well. Let's hop into the 4th song. Okay, on to song number 4. And so song number 4 is Milestones. This song only requires 3 chords in the key of F sharp, and is in 4/4 timing, so I don't have to mess around with the strumming. It's just the usual. But for this song, in order to keep the same chords, you must use your trusty old capo, like what I have right here. So put on the 4th fret and match my exact chords. So the 4 chords needed are G, D, and A. And so you can do the pick strum, or you can do the down strums. For the intro though, what I would recommend is just doing a down strum for each chord change. That just adds to the song without getting in the way too much. But so what the 2 progressions are. So the progression is the same throughout the entire song except for the bridge. So what the progression is D, G, A, G. And so for the verses, that is played 2 times, and for the chorus, that is played 3 times. But then there's a little turnaround to the chorus, and so what the chorus turnaround thing is right after you hit the final G, you go D, G, D, G. And then the only other progression is when you hit the bridge. And so what the bridge is A to G, and you do that again. So it's A, G, A, G. And that will get you throughout the entire song. I'll have a playthrough at this time slot, as well as I will also have my tabs available on Patreon for free for you. Let's hop into the 5th and final song now. Okay, now we move on to the 5th and final song. And that song is Rain in the Rearview. It requires only 4 chords in the same key as the last song, so F sharp. So bring out your trusty old capo again and put on the 4th fret. And you can use a down strum for each chord, or do the down, 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 up. And so what the 4 chords are G to D to A. And then you need 1 more chord. I know I said only 5 chords, but if you make your A minor, instead move it up only two chords, and you technically got a B minor, but it's a A minor shape, so it's a little bit of a cheater. And that will get you throughout the entire song chord wise. So what the progression is this first progression will get you throughout the entire song except the bridge. So what that progression is G to D to A minor to B minor, A minor kind of thing. I'm sorry, that's an A. There we go. To B minor, A minor kind of thing. And that's repeated throughout the entire song to the verse. The bridge. And so what the bridge is instead of starting on the G, it goes B minor, A minor, whatever it is, to G, to D, to A. Then you just repeat that for the rest of the bridge, which will then hop into the verse again. And so with that is all of the 5 songs. And for this song, I will have a playthrough at the end at this time slot, as well as you can pick up my tab on Patreon for free. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you out. This has been a joy to put together, finding the songs and learning them and doing the playthroughs and everything. So right after this, take these songs and make sure you get that timing down. I'll have the playthrough right after this, as well as in the description I will have the tab on my Patreon for free as well, so go pick that up and like and subscribe. And as well as if you have any song requests, or if I should do another artist, or if I should even do another Ann Wilson but with different chords, leave down in the comments. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.
Rearview.